On a serious note, I wanted to give, I guess, my little piece of advice to a new time mom. Something I did when I was pregnant is, when you're pregnant, you have so many emotions flooding you, especially when it's your first pregnancy. But you're thinking, what are they going to be like? What am I going to do? What are the possible situations that could come up? I literally knitted a blanket for my first child. Am I a knitter? No. And you would still think that after the entire blanket that I knit, you would still think, oh, that poor blind woman, she knit her precious baby a blanket. People think knitting is relaxing. It's not. You're doing all these preparations, all this stuff. You're doing the baby's room, you're nesting, you're vacuuming way too much. I would say out of all those things, something that is very, very important would be to write your baby a letter. Because we have so many gut instincts of like, I think they're going to look like their dad. Or I wonder if they're going to be like me or like him. Or maybe we have a disease. Like in my family, we have a history of mental disease, like bipolar, manic depression, just some pretty heavy things that are genetic, that do feed down through the family lineage. And so it brought me great comfort to put my hopes and desires and thoughts of what she was going to specifically be like in a letter form to her. When she'll read that letter, I don't know. But what's so amazing is when I went back and really meditated and really thought about how I felt and the instincts that I had, or I started thinking about some of the prayers that just kind of rose up in me before she even got here. Lord God, protect her mind, or help her this, or help her that, or all these things. I go back and read the letter after she's born, after it's very clear to me what type of personality she has. And it was shocking how much of the letter was dead on. That your mother instincts play such a role. You have them for a reason. You are connected energetically, mentally, emotionally, and physically to this fetus that you don't know. Getting to know the child is a huge part of the process. It's not instantaneous. That is a journey that you courageously fight through and go on. In the beginning, before you know them, your instincts are so valuable. And what you're pouring into them and what you're speaking over your child that isn't even here yet is so valuable. And that's why you have the guts to sit down and write that letter. Someday when you're reading this, you might be going through a hard time, but trust me, you come from a lineage of strength and courage. I pray that in this time of maybe mental instability, that you find strength in knowing that I prayed over you and that I loved you and that I did my best. Those words are so powerful. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.